Is there anything exciting about the Oscars this year?
Not unless you're an Oscar watcher. Um, um, as far as the Oscars, well, let me say this about that. It's as far as far as predictions, J.K. Simmons is going to win. Patricia Arquette's going to win. Julianne Moore is going to win. I don't know that I care that much whether Birdman or Boyhood wins. I don't know. The only race that there seems to be any interest around is, to me, is the Best Actor race with Michael Keaton and Eddie Redmayne and Bradley Cooper. And all the conventional wisdom says it's going to be between Michael Keaton, a has-been actor playing a has-been actor, which Hollywood loves that. And, well, I mean, that, because, I mean, let's face it, if you're a member of the Academy, either you were or will potentially in the future be a has-been, so, that's just how that rolls. So it gives them hope. And then Eddie Redmayne, he's playing, what's his name?
Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking. So, so you get to play that whole, I mean, anytime that you get a role that puts you in a wheelchair, the Oscars love that. so that's, anybody will say one of the two of them is going to win. But, having said that, that leaves Bradley Cooper and his very nuanced, multi-layered performance in American Sniper kind of out in the cold.
And 40 pounds of muscle.
And 40 pounds of muscle on top of it. But when you look at the history of the Academy, Bradley's he's in some good company because, there are some really beautiful people who never won Academy Awards. Greta Garbo never won an Academy Award. Marlene Dietrich, Marilyn Monroe never even got nominated. Tyrone Power, Cary Grant, some of the most beautiful people that have ever been in the movies. They never won an Academy Award. And then you got a couple of people like Paul Newman, who finally won an Academy Award on his 7th nomination, and after he'd been in the business for 30 years. So that's one model, Bradley. I hope that's not you. Elizabeth Taylor, God love her, she had to get 4 Oscar nominations and nearly die in order to win an Oscar. Because, I mean, they just really will not, they're not really big on giving them to beautiful, they're really supremely Hollywood beautiful people. And then, and even contemporarily, Tom Cruise, before he went crazy, he actually, he was nominated 3 times. Now he's probably never going to win because he's Tom Cruise. And Brad Pitt, but Brad Pitt did win last year for 12 Years a Slave because he was a producer of that movie.
Yeah, but not for acting, though.
But not for acting. And so now, if you are Nicole Kidman or you are Charlize Theron, and you go completely, Nicole Kidman had to wear that prosthetic nose to play Virginia Woolf, and she won an Oscar. And Charlize Theron, I don't know, that had to be a whole rubber mask because I never saw Charlize Theron when she was playing.
50 pounds?
Oh, God. And it wasn't muscle. It was just, she just didn't even look like Charlize Theron.
It was hard to make her ugly, but they
did. And I can't remember that serial killer. Anyway, she was playing that awful serial killer. So, I mean, if to be beautiful, you've got to do that. Well, now, what I would say to Bradley Cooper is, you don't really want to go to a movie where you're not pretty. I know you're doing The Elephant Man on Broadway right now, but I have no interest in seeing you in The Elephant Man, even with 40 pounds of additional muscle, because I'm sure that, you're not doing The Elephant Man shirtless, so I'm not going. But since we don't want you to do that, I'm going to suggest that Bradley use one of the other tried and true formulas for winning an Academy Award, and that is to play gay.
Yes.
And if you combine gay with the tendency of the Academy to love a biopic, because I mean from Reese Witherspoon to Forrest Whitaker, Helen Mirren, Sean Penn,
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey, they love a biopic. So, gay, biopic, Bradley Cooper, 40 pounds of additional muscle. You need to play Rock Hudson on this.
Yes.
What a wonderful idea!
Do it for real. Don't do one of those HBO. Those are good, but you're not going to get an Oscar for an HBO movie. So do Rock Hudson, do it real, and maybe they'll be good to you. And if they won't be good to you, I don't think that's going to be a problem. All of that money that you're making off of being producer of American Sniper, that'll buy you lots of good. And then, I don't know, I'm just guessing anywhere Mr. Bradley Cooper goes, there's always going to be somebody who's going to be good to him. You know, Mother used to say that men like that, you may not know where they live, but you know they've got a home somewhere.